Alright, good morning and happy Saturday. For today's little journey, we're going to take a trip down to Animal Kingdom and discuss and explore a couple of the reasons why we don't like Animal Kingdom. So if that sounds interesting to you guys have a cool family Disney trip coming up, might want to stay tuned. And if you are newer to the channel, here along with me is Heather, beautiful wife, and my two boys, Bryson and Rowan. So we will be the ones conducting this analysis and data collection for you guys today. Pretty chilly here in Florida today. I think it's about 65 degrees right now with no sun, which is kind of surprising. So far it's not a very busy day, but it's also only like an hour and a half since park's been open. But there is the Tree of Life. Alright, for me, my number one hate for Animal Kingdom is the lack of coverage. So, typically in the summertime when a lot of you families are coming out here, it is always raining. So Animal Kingdom doesn't have a lot of coverage, overhangs. They use the trees to utilize that for shade and things like that. So, a couple issues with that. One, you're not going to have a lot of rain cover for when it does rain. And number two is, it creates no wind. Like, you're going to come through here and it's going to feel like a sauna. There's going to be really no wind. It picks up through these trees. As a quick reference, here we are in Pandora. As beautiful as it is, you guys can see there's really no coverage. They use a lot of trees and shrub, but that's about it. And speaking of these trees, look at that. There's some little alien goo over here. Are you scared to touch it? Look, I'll touch it. No, he's not interested. So yeah, complaint number one is lack of shade and lack of rain protection, especially in those rainy Florida summer seasons. Any of you guys know what type of plant that is? Do you? Do ya? So this is a prime example of what to expect in this park. You have your little walkways, and then all the foliage and trees off to the sides, where you can get beat with rain, but these trees also keep away all the airflow and wind that cools you down.
How's it going out there? Hey! Hey! Hey!
So I would say number two is the what? Lack of attractions.
This park is mainly like shows and being able to.
Prime example when you see experiences like this.
Adventure is out there.
So yeah, you have a lot less attractions, but you get a lot more experiences like that.
Yeah, it's more stationary, looking at the animals, the shows, and just walking around and seeing things.
It's more than the rides here, let's just say that. She's not the biggest fan because it's almost like a zoo, which it is in its own way, but it's a Disney zoo. Oh, in case you guys are wondering where we're catching all these little boats, right outside from Africa and Pandora is right that way. It's this nice little walkway. Always a good show. Highly recommend. All right, number 3 is lack of events. So, of course, it's Animal Kingdom. You're not going to be able to do like food and wine, things of that nature. So, there's lack of events here at Animal Kingdom is definitely something I wanted to add to the list. I don't know what you possibly could do. Maybe do like a conservation type of effort, type of party. And yeah, they don't even decorate for Halloween or anything like that, really. They'd have a little bit of like, very minimal for Christmas, but other than that, you want to go to the other parks to hit those events up. So I will say here in Dino Land, this is probably like the one kiddie ride that Animal Kingdom has. Basically like your traditional Dumbo type of ride. And right across, we have a big Dino Bone Land. It's a big playground park. And they got a big old sandbox where kids can go find dinosaur bones. Alright, hate number 4 is the actual hours of operation of the park itself. Yeah. So in particular today was 8 to 7 o'clock. So it's an earlier park. You guys can do some park hopping if you have that available to you. And by the way, this dino digging area isn't ordinary sand. It's more like, I don't know, it's not sticky or anything, so you don't have to really get worried about dirt. Pretty good. Alright, so hate number 4 is actually the park hours of operation. Animal Kingdom in particular today opened up at 8, closes at 7, so 11 hours of playtime. Depending on how your family is, you guys can get a lot of stuff accomplished, and if not, you can always go park hop to the other parks, so that's the expectation. It is animal friendly, so a lot of animals go to sleep early anyway, so that's probably the reason why. There we go, there's the Florida I know. So reason number 5 here is the lack of kid attractions. So other than the dino dig over here, this big play area for slides and stuff like that, there's really just the dino area and then the Navi River journey over in Pandora. And the rest of the stuff, there's really no kid attractions besides like the safari and stuff like that. So keep that in mind when you come to visit Animal Kingdom. Alright, so we just wrapped up editing our Animal Kingdom adventure from yesterday, and while doing so, unfortunately, I did lose some footage towards the end, so I didn't really get to do an appropriate outro. Yes, thank you. So yeah, we want to go ahead and just recap some of the stuff that we were talking about yesterday, and this was a kind of a lessons learned little trip because this is a new camera that we have. So we had a microphone that didn't really work as well as we intended it to, so we are going to be fixing that so you guys have more clear audio. I know it's kind of annoying to hear the background noise and whatnot, so stick with us. That's something we're going to address. But yeah, so we're going to talk about the 5 things that we not really hate, but we dislike about Animal Kingdom. It's kind of hard to pick things that you hate about Disney because they do pretty good at making sure you're entertained as a family. So yeah, in the future we are going to have a planned video on the 5 things that we absolutely loved about Animal Kingdom because there is a lot of stuff to enjoy about that park. So this is a yin-yang to life. Alright, so first one is the rain coverage and airflow. So we talked about how it rains here in Florida all the time. So you might want to pack a poncho and umbrella because you just never know when it's going to rain. And as you guys saw in the video and I described, there's really no coverage there. There's no platforms or buildings to hide in. A lot of the stuff is outdoors. And
Once you're caught in the rain, it's kind of hard to get out of the rain. There's no protection.
So trees provide some, but as there's gonna be a lot of people in the park. Number 2 is the attractions. Okay, so it's not gonna be your typical Disney park, so don't expect a lot of rides. It's gonna be more oriented towards plays, the safari.
More stationary stuff.
More stationary stuff that you guys can go see. So keep that in mind. So if you have young ones, safari, hit that up in the morning and then kind of plan your day throughout. And number 3 is that there's no events, so it's kind of hard. It's pretty much a zoo with some rides and entertainment. So they can't really have like a Mickey's Not So Scary, or they can't hold food and wine.
And the decorations for the holidays are very minimal.
Which we understand. So that's just one drawback. Maybe they could do something for conservation efforts and raise some money that way. Number 4 is hours of operation. So that day that we went was 8 to 7 p.m. So it's kind of a shorter park day, but really doesn't take all day to do that. But it can limit you if you want to kind of pace yourself throughout the day. But if you guys get everything done, you can always park hop if that's available to you guys. That's probably something that we would probably do if we were visitors. And number 5 were just the lack of kid rides. So besides Dino Land, they have that one ride that's almost like Dumbo. They have some arcade games type of stuff, or fair games, right?
Yeah.
And then Navi River Journey. Other than that, the other stuff is more detailed towards older kids with height requirements. But yeah, it's the 5 things that I wanted to run down. Do you have anything that you want to add?
No.
Yeah, so our goal is to eventually, I'm going to try to get a playlist together, and we're going to do a couple videos out there of all the theme parks out here, of the 5 things that we like, 5 things we dislike, and then you guys can go ahead and dive into them. And yeah, we'd love to hear your feedback. So if this is something that you guys are looking forward to, or you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. It lets us know that you care. And then yeah, we'll continue trucking on our little adventure. So yeah, other than that, we just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you guys got some type of entertainment or information out of here. And if so, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know some of the dislikes that you may have. And yeah, we'll wrap up this video. So I want to say thanks for watching. Never live your life in idle, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.